Hello guys, it's me from Focus Area. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Today we have a very special episode of Success Story. It is more of a masterclass because I want to share one principle that has helped me not just survive, but thrive through every single obstacle and difficulty in my life. And I would love for you to adopt this principle into your lives. So what is this principle? What's so special about it? Why did I call it the art of resilience? Because it talks about how to become resilient. We all know that life is full of ups and downs. Why did some of them pray while others started looking for solutions? He was a Jewish doctor who was sent to one of Germany's infamous concentration camps during World War II. The first thing you need to do is to develop a growth mindset. Focus on the good things in your life. Focus on the things that you are grateful for. The question is, what do you do with your mistakes? Do you dwell on them? Do you beat yourself up over them? Or do you learn from them? Do you use them as stepping stones to success? Successful people are not afraid of making mistakes. They embrace them. They learn from them. They grow from them. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It's free, and it means that you won't miss out on any of our videos. And with that being said, I wish you all the best in your life. May you find success, happiness, and fulfillment. So the next time you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up over it, take some time to reflect on it. Think about what you could have done differently. Think about what you can do better next time, and then make a plan to do better next time. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions that we can experience. It is the emotion that connects us to the present moment. I hope they have given you some ideas on how to become more resilient. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. We are all in this together. We all face challenges. We all face obstacles, but we can overcome them. We can bounce back from them. We can succeed. It is the emotion that helps us appreciate what we have. So practice gratitude. Be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful for every single thing that happens to you. And this doesn't mean that you should ignore the negative things in your life. It doesn't mean that you should pretend that bad things don't happen. It means that you should focus on the positive things in your life as well. A growth mindset is the belief that we can improve and change over time. It is the belief that we are not limited by our circumstances or by our past mistakes. I know that life can be tough. I know that things can get difficult, but I also know that you are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you feel right now. You are more resilient than you believe. So don't ever give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep moving forward. And I promise you that you will eventually get there. It is the belief that we can achieve anything that we set our minds to. People who have a growth mindset are more likely to succeed in life. They are more likely to bounce back from failure. They are more likely to achieve their goals. So how do you develop a growth mindset? It starts with believing in yourself. It starts with having faith in your abilities. It starts with knowing that you can do it. Once you have that belief in yourself, then you can start taking action. Take action towards your goals. Take action towards your dreams. Take action towards the things that you want to achieve. And don't be afraid of failure. Failure is part of the process. It is part of the journey. It is part of the adventure. As long as you learn from your failure and you keep moving forward, then you will eventually succeed. He spent years in the camp suffering unimaginable horrors, but he survived. And when he returned home, he wrote a book about his experience. In the book, he talks about how he found meaning in his suffering. He says that when we have a why, a reason to live, we can bear almost any how. So no matter what you're going through right now, if you have a strong enough reason to keep going, if you have a strong enough purpose in life, then you can get through it. The answer is simple. It is our mindset. It is how we choose to react to the situation that we are in. Some of the soldiers chose to see the negative aspects of the situation, while others chose to focus on the positive ones. And that's what makes the difference. This principle that I am going to share with you today is backed by extensive research. Is the idea that we have an incredible ability to adapt and adjust to any situation that life throws at us. During World War II, there was a terrible tragedy that happened. The Dutch soldiers were retreating from the advancing Germans. They were exhausted, hungry and thirsty. They had been fighting for months and they were losing hope. When they finally reached a river, they decided to cross it and escape from the Germans. But when they got to the other side, they realized that they were surrounded by German soldiers. They were trapped. They had no way out. So what did they do? Some of them cried. Some of them prayed. Some of them gave up. But some of them did something else. They looked around them and realized that they were actually in a forest. There were trees everywhere. They could hide in the trees. So they did. They climbed up the trees and hid themselves. The Germans couldn't find them. The Dutch soldiers had survived. But most of the time we don't realize this. We don't tap into this ability within us, and that's why we suffer. That's why we find ourselves stuck in the same place, unable to move forward in life. And real success stories from people who have faced incredible obstacles and still bounced back to become successful in their fields. I will be sharing some of those success stories throughout this video. You can be successful one moment, and the next moment you can be facing failure. Things can turn upside down in a matter of seconds. So how do you deal with those situations? How do you bounce back from failure? How do you become successful again? That is where resilience comes in. I recently read a book called Resilience, The Art of Bouncing Back by Dr. Kelly McGonigal. So what is this principle? The principle is simple yet powerful. Let me share a story with you. Now, I want you to think about this. Why did some of them cry while others climbed up the trees? Another story that I read about in the book is about a man named Viktor Frankl. So here are some tips on how to apply this principle in your own life. The second tip I have for you is to focus on the positive. The third tip I have for you is to learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable. They are part of life. They are part of the learning process. And the final tip I have for you is to never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goals. Never give up on yourself. I hope these tips have inspired you. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Please subscribe my channel Focus Area for new video relating personal growth and self-improvement. Thanks.